family, it's me, Tiara from the African Medicine Woman on this beautiful, beautiful Tuesday day. It's nice here in St. Louis. I came to talk to you guys today about being overly positive. Having the positive energy, but like in an excessive way. Okay. Someone reached out to me and they wanted me to touch bases on this subject. So here I am. Another video about being overly positive. Okay. So let's talk about what is positivity, right? Positive vibes. First, I want to start off by saying, positive vibes are everywhere. They're booming this year, especially in the age of Aquarius, the age of knowing. Everybody's getting on their spiritual path, and they're learning all about love and light, and they want to be positive to bring certain things into their life. Okay, I mean, you can find positivity everywhere. Videos, books, memes, I mean, all over social media about being vibrationally high, being vibrationally positive. So the definition of being positive is having a happy mind state, thinking and acting out happy behaviors, being optimistic, right? You hear people all the time, oh, be optimistic about this situation, or be happy, or think happy thoughts, and positive things will come to you. I'm here to tell you that there is also a negative side of being overly positive. Okay, excuse the lawnmower in the back if you can hear it. I'm outside on my patio. Needed some energy from Mother Earth today. I'm always in the house working. I'm always in the house doing mother things, and we're doing virtual learning. So bear with me, okay? If you can't hear me, I apologize again. I am outside. My next door neighbor is cutting their grass, so I can hear their lawnmower. So I'm pretty sure you can hear it too. Okay, so let's touch on the negative aspects and the positive aspects of being positive. And don't get me wrong, being positive is great. Being positive is the way to go, but there are downsides to being overly positive. Okay, so why is positivity good? Okay, it helps with stress management, for one. A lot of people who are optimistic really don't have a lot of stress because they always see the positive side of things. Like, they're kind of like happy-go-lucky people, like, oh, well, it happened, so whatever, something better is coming, something new, something this, something that. They're always optimistic, right? It can improve your health because we know stress is a silent killer. It raises your blood pressure, it causes other health issues. So when you're always optimistic or always happy, you don't really stress about a lot of things because you have this, go-lucky, just good vibe attitude. Being positive can help in relationship, friendships, life. So there are positive things to being overly positive. But a lot of people don't hear about the negative side effects or the negative side of being overly positive. Okay, why is it bad? Let's start there. Why is being overly positive bad? One of the first things I want to touch on about being overly positive is not being prepared for hard times. Okay, and what I mean is that when people are overly positive and something negative happens in their life, they're not equipped mentally to handle the hardships that come with life. Okay, it's always think happy thoughts and try to be happy, blah blah blah. Well, this is life, this is reality. Okay, there are going to be times where things happen in your life where you're not going to be positive about it. It's going to bring you down. It's going to make you sad. It's going to make you angry. It's going to make you worry. It's going to make you anxious. Okay, those are normal emotions when you're alive, above the ground. Okay, being overly positive about things that's happening in your life is not realistic. So one of the bad things about being overly positive is not being able to handle hard times in life, okay? You're basically living in a cloud, living in a bubble that everything is okay and your house can be on fire with your kids inside. And optimistic people will find a way to go around what's happening in front of them and find a happy outcome. Like, oh, my house burned down. Maybe the universe did it for a reason. And it doesn't faze them. Now, don't get me wrong. It is good to be positive, but in the sense that your house is burning down to the ground, I'm upset. I'm crying. My kids are in the house. The fireman is doing what they can do. There's no way I'm going to be positive about that situation. But there are people out there who will find a situation like that and make it positive, okay? So the first one is, like I said, being overly positive. You're not prepared for hard times in life. Whatever it is, you're never going to be prepared because you live in a bubble of happiness, and life is not like that. Being overly positive, number 2, also is bad for your health. And why I say this is because even though being happy lowers your stress rate and all of that, something else can be going on in your body. It can be high blood pressure, it can be diabetes, it can be cirrhosis of the liver, it can be anything detrimental to your health. And people that are overly positive will not, basically because they don't worry, will not go to the doctor to get checked. They won't find a medicine that will help them get over this illness. You know, they'll get a disease and, you know, oh, well, you know, it's life, or, you know, it happens to everybody and I'll be fine, and this is only temporary. So a lot of people who are overly positive don't go to the doctor because, you know, like I said, they live in this bubble. Everything is love and light and everything happens for a reason, and it, you know, they're not really worried about their health. So I would have to say let me just say this, being negative sometimes, living in negative energy helps you get through some things, okay? Like for step, you know, the first one I said, unprepared for hard times. When you're not positive all the time, you're better equipped to handle going through hard times. It will basically motivate you to be looking for another house, or, you know, sometimes worrying or carrying some type of negative energy helps you push harder into the next phase of your life, if you get what I'm saying. It's not all hunky-dory, like everything is going to be okay. And people who basically are balanced with negative and positive energy, like I said, people who are positive all the time, they don't worry about their health, you know, because everything is what it is. It happens for a reason. But if, you know, you have that thought in your mind, let me go get checked by the doctor because my liver is hurting or I'm not feeling too well, you're going to go and get up and go to the doctor, okay? And again, I say, there's nothing wrong with being positive, but there's a time and a place to be positive, and then there's a time and a place to basically be negative. Not in the sense of what we think negativity is, you know, there's that balance of positive and negative to have a harmonious life. You have to have both in your life, okay? Being overly optimistic can be bad for your love life, okay? I would have to say, when you're overly positive like that and you're in a relationship with someone, you won't see the red flags when you need to. There's always going to be that optimistic you who thinks that this situation is going to get better. You know, oh, he abuses me, but, you know, I can do this and, you know, he will change, or, you know, I should be thankful, you know. Just being that overly, do you guys get where I'm going? I'm trying to explain being like overly positive, almost like living in a fairy tale, okay? That's what being overly positive means. Like, nothing is a reality. You don't see reality, okay? Being overly positive can affect it. He's really loud. Oh my God. So I'll move the camera closer. I'm sorry, guys. But being overly positive can also affect your friendships with your closest friends. And why I say that is because if your friend is going through a hard time in their life, sometimes people do not want to hear you talk about love and light. They don't want to hear everything is going to be okay. Sometimes a friend needs that person that can relate to them in that situation. Oh, I'm going through a bad breakup. Oh, that's okay. And that positive friend. I mean, it's good, but it's not good. You want somebody who can empathize with you, feel what you're feeling and kind of comfort you. Like, I understand and I know what you're going through. You don't always want it's good. You don't always want a positive friend. It's almost like an insult when you're going through something and someone is telling you to be happy. Okay? You don't want people like that around your life that tells you not to feel your emotions, not to feel what you go through. Just be positive all the time. Life does not make it to where we can be positive all the time. It's just, it's unthinkable. There's no way we can be positive all the time. I have days to where I'm in my negative self, and because I have things I need to do and I'm worrying and I'm trying to get this done, but it also balances me when I step into my positive side, like everything is going to be okay, and just being positive. So you have to have both sides of the spectrum. There's people think being positive all the time, like I said, is a great thing. It is not a great thing. It's unhealthy to be positive all the time. There's no freaking way. If you're positive and happy all the time, when you come around, I'm going to be questioning, like, are you really spiritual? Are you really on this path? Because this is not all love and light. It's not fairies and meditating under a tree and finding butterflies and angel numbers. It is not like that, okay? Even though having a positive attitude or a positive outlook can be great for many reasons, it can also be a bad thing, like I said, okay? Positive, negative energy balances each other. It keeps you in reality. It keeps you grounded, being able to go into both negative and positive energy. You don't want to always just be super positive, and you don't always want to be super negative, because I know some people are like super negative, and negative energies is what causes anxiety and stress and all type of stuff that people deal with. So you have to have a balance, and if you're always positive and in this love and light stuff, my question would be, as a spiritual teacher, how are you dealing with your shadow work? How are you healing if you're always positive? Being in the negative is realizing that you have issues. Going to that negative place that I have issues and I need to heal. So if you're always positive, you're not doing any healing, because in your eyes, nothing is wrong. Everything is love and light. I don't have any issues. I'm great. I feel fine. And I think about people who commit suicide or who suffer from depression. Those are people that we see walking down the street, or we might be acquaintances with them, that are always loving, like, oh my God, I'm so surprised they killed themselves, because every time we was together or we hung out, they were always smiling, they were always happy. I never seen them cry, and they were so optimistic about life. Those are the people who are running from their own shadows, okay? That's how I see overly positive people. Downplaying the reality of life, downplaying everything that's going around, and living in this freaking rainbow bubble of something that does not exist, okay? You cannot be spiritual and positive all the time, because spirituality, man, it tests you to no bounds. Like, it will test you so hard, where you will have moments where you're feeling negative, or you're in a negative space. I'm not saying live in this negativity. I'm saying feel the negativity, okay? You have to go through the negative to be positive. And this is going to be for the rest of your life, as long as you have lungs to breathe and eyes to see, whatever, you're always going to have moments where negativity comes into your life. And it's okay to feel that emotion. It's okay to feel that negativity. But don't let it dwell forever and ever and ever and ever. Find a way to be optimistic, you know. And once you're optimistic and you're happy and you're in your positive space, there are going to be times again, like I said, where negativity comes in. And it is okay to be negative and spiritual. I don't know who came up with the idea that you have, in order to be spiritual, you have to be positive. There's no such thing. We're all human. We all have spirits and souls. We all have skin, and we live on earth with other earthlings. So there are going to be times where you are in your negative energy, where love and light is not the answer. Sometimes you have to be negative to get the job done. Okay? You have to be, negative to do certain things in your life. Negativity pushes you. Positivity pushes you. They work hand in hand. You can't have one more than the other without the other. You can't have positivity without negativity. And you can't have negativity without positivity. You remember science class, like a battery, the positive and negative side. That's how a battery works. That's how you get electricity to work. So in order to survive this spiritual world, this earth, all of this, you have to have both. There's no such thing as being positive all the time. And if you know someone who's overly positive, give them a reality check. I'm not saying you have to burst their bubble and make them feel like crap, but give them a reality check and let them know that everything is okay. You don't have to be happy all the time. Feel your emotions, because you're running from something if you're always positive, in my eyes. You're running from something. You're not facing your shadows. So I wanted to come and talk to you guys about that because it was a good question that this person brought up. Positivity with spirituality, being overly positive and loving like this and loving like that. It is not like that, okay? I have my both positive and negative days, and I hope you guys are experiencing the real truth and depths of spirituality, that you're feeling both positive and negative things during this path. That's how we grow. That's how we learn. That's how we ascend. So I'm done for today, guys. Talking to you guys. I will upload another video shortly on another subject, but I just wanted to come talk to you guys. Make sure you like, make sure you subscribe, share, whatever. Spread the word that the African Medicine Woman is here. I am for my spiritual people. I'm here. So I'll talk to you guys next time, and have a wonderful Tuesday. Bye.